What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Leno. I'm here with Torvik and Darrell Miller. What's going on, fellas?
Hello.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, how
Nothing
are
much.
you doing?
All right, man. You know, the moment we've all been waiting for. We might probably end up touching on this topic again and again. Um, Derpy off the jump said he's going 2003 before we even start off.
He out the gate. He out the gate said it with no stop a second.
Be sure if you haven't already, Derpy, on my community tab to put that vote in as well. Um, Actually, everybody on in my community tab on my YouTube, because I'm gonna also show this at the end of the stream on everybody's vote. We're also going to be putting our votes in the comment box as well. But if you guys don't know, if you didn't pay attention to the title and you just clicked on, we are doing TMNT 2003 versus TMNT 2012. All right. Without further ado, we're not. You know what? We can throughout this you can show favoritism. I don't really care. You know, we can take the leashes off all dog movement right now. But
Well,
we're
I
gonna
will say the 2003 has my favorite Leonardo.
you know
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you there. I think Leonardo was done best out of all of the series through the 2003 series. So I'm with you there.
Yeah,
Um,
worst was Rise.
You know, we'll touch. We'll have to probably touch on Rise. Rise is probably be put in one of our other streams. But we're going to start off with the time. We're going to start off talking about 2003 TMNT, and really we're going to start off prior before this show even came about. Really with Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman still working together at the end of the original cartoon series. The networks really didn't like the direction that Peter Laird was trying to move that original cartoon series with its second mutations. Are you guys familiar with those second mutations by chance?
Yep.
Yeah, you talk about season. I think it was like season 4 or 5. In the original, that was getting like
Oh,
bigger
no,
and all
it
that
was
type of
later
stuff.
than 4 or 5.
Hmm.
You said what?
Oh, it was later than 4 or 5. It was like in the red. It was after the movie, and with the Red Sky
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Okay.
right, you right. Because I remember the intro. It showed the movies and all that, like the glimpse of the movie.
I don't think that I'm going to get claimed if I show the that intro.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I didn't like the new mutation. I don't like when they make Ninja Turtles bigger, like the Michael
Mm.
B. You know what I mean, Michael Bay or whatever. I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh yeah,
season
yeah.
10.
Season
Oh,
10.
Yeah.
season
Yeah,
10. Okay, hold on. Okay, that'll make it easier.
yeah.
Season 10 intro.
Cause they show Kino too in that cartoon, which was tight.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was
Mm-hmm.
not Kino. I just forgot his name.
No, oh, was I know the black dude? Yeah, it wasn't Kino. What was his name? I forget.
Kano, Kano. But
Nah, that's off the movie Secret. But it was a black dude. I forget his name.
okay, yeah. You know what? We'll be able to, yeah. I know who you guys are
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about now, though. I know who you guys are talking about now.
yeah.
But okay, so excuse me. So I'm bringing this intro up to display like really the one of the biggest differences between these two franchises is Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman.
Yeah.
So we're going to show the intro to that. Even the difference, I could honestly tell that Peter Laird was a heavy influence towards the end of the original series of Ninja Turtles. So we're gonna show the intro itself. I don't even think I may not even get in trouble for the sound either. But yeah, let's see here. I'll just pause it periodically. Just don't even give him a chance to give me a copyright. All right, so
well, his name was Carter.
Carter. Okay. So all
His
right,
name was Carter. Okay, that's good.
So yeah, this is the second intro.
Scanning for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Locked. Access now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I have to say, I actually like how they looked in this season compared to the earlier seasons.
Me too. I like the dark gritty and how they mixed it with the movie.
Yeah. I mean, originally, even the first issue itself, they killed in the comics. They killed Shredder in the first issue.
Oh yeah.
So,
The black and white version.
It wasn't a purposeful death by them. It was they're giving him an option to kill himself with honor, but then I believe he used like some kind of grenade, tossed it, and Leonardo hit him with it, which made him explode.
That's even darker. That's
right. That's better. Sure, that's better.
Yeah. So the grittiness that we honestly love from the Turtles is definitely influenced by Peter Laird.
Yeah.
And when you transition something from a comic book into a children's show, it has its limitations.
Yes.
And I mean, so.
Oh, actually, sorry, I was wrong. It was Donatello who used his bow to knock Shredder off the building.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we could, as far as the 2003 series, we can really thank Peter Laird for delivering this to us.
Yeah.
And these are some of Peter's. These are some of Peter's drawings that he had for the second mutation in at the end of that same season of Ninja Turtles. I say this because this series, the original series, was canceled due to Peter Laird's vision, and the franchise itself sat stagnant until 4Kids TV and the Fox network picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was noted that
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay, it was noted that Cartoon Network and Disney had passed on this franchise. And leading up to this point, it was the success of the original Batman animated series that kind of approved for a lot of the other TV shows during that time frame to even be willing to even go dark.
Yeah.
So that's what we love from it. But to even go furthermore, we're talking about the prequel leading up to 2003. At the very beginning stages of the 2003 series, what did you guys favor at the very beginning of this? Even going into its first season or its origin?
Sorry,
I love that. Yeah.
I asked going into the even the first season or the introduction or the origin of when the 2003 series had actually started. Like, how did it feel to see the franchise come back from its long hiatus? Like,
I was just happy there was a cartoon on.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that first episode, like, it was epic. I think didn't it show them getting hurt in the building or something by the big Han? I think that was the first episode or something. It showed, but it was so epic. The fight scenes, the story, the city of New York, the everything, the style, the cartoon style. Like I really love, especially how they built up the characters of Leo, Raphael, and them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it gave them more character depth, with them and stuff, and with Splinter and Shredder, and it was amazing to me. I even played the games like when it came on PS2 and Xbox and GameCube. I was playing them. Like they did dope on
Well,
that 2003.
I have all four for the Switch, or sorry, the PS, the GameCube.
Woo, that was epic. And you can play with 4 players too. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it was like that look, man. That the style of it.
Yeah, and with the second and third game, you also got both arcade games in it.
Oh
Yep.
wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yep.
And in particular, like, did anything stand out to you guys with the series from the original cartoon?
I
Well,
think what they took bits of the '90s movies. I think that's what kind of helped them from the '90s movie success, like to get that gritty. Just like you was talking about the Batman movie. I think
Hmm.
after the success of the '90s, that first '90s Ninja Turtles helped them to say, "Oh, we can do something like that. Maybe not to an extent, but we can get a little darker. We can get a little more action and give them some like high stakes and all that compared to the '80s, which I still love the '80s. Like I love the comedy of the '80s. I still watch every season of the '80s one, but that 2003 gave it more. It was serious tone. The first time I watched a serious tone turtle since the movie, the '90s movie.
well, the series had a lot to do with the original comic book.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Like opening of the very first episode of the cartoon directly takes from the opening of the original cartoon with Leonardo narrating, and the guys go sound like, "Watch out for those freaks in the costumes." And Leonardo pauses. The thing is, we're not wearing costumes.
Hmm. Hmm.
mm,
Yeah, yeah,
mm,
yeah. I mean, I'd have to. I definitely would have to agree. When this started, it was definitely a bit of fresh air, and the excitement was all there. I believe it came on like at 9 in the morning. The
yeah,
first the first episode of this.
Yeah, Saturday morning on the Fox box.
Yeah, but I
hmm
but one thing that really stood out to me the most of the 2003 series is this is the first time I felt like almost the character development and dialogue wasn't just to entertain children.
yeah,
I felt like it could keep up with it could reach a bigger demographic of people with it. An adult can enjoy it. The original fans could sit who were what at that particular time might have been in their 20s. We're talking about from 1984 to 2003.
hmm
They might have, yeah, I would say honestly, they would probably be 18, these original fans might have been around like 17, 18, maybe 20 years old. And if not older people,
I was 23 when it came out, and it was like 14, I think, when it originally 13, 14 when the original one came out.
okay, exactly. So I mean,
Right.
I
Hey,
think, yeah.
no, no, my bad.
Okay, and then I mean each individual character within these series had its moments. I think
Hmm
one thing in particular, in comparison to the 12 series, would be that even with the original cartoon series, I think they spent more time giving Leo his credit in this
Yes,
2003 series.
yes,
It didn't
yes.
he didn't always appear to be just this straight and narrow guy or sensei's pet that we're accustomed to. Even in the comics there's moments like that, but Leo went through post traumatic stress
hmm
through this series as well. So I would I would say the only thing that it took some time to develop, but I wasn't as connected to Michelangelo till much later in
Yeah.
this franchise. Anybody that like stood out to you guys, or anything you guys wanted to include about going through this 2003 series?
I generally see them sticking out too much for myself.
Mhm.
But like with Leonardo, there was a beginning where, unlike the movie, they actually showed him being taken out by the Shredder and tossed into the apartment. And just one thing at the end where they did the whole Battle Nexus,
Mm-hmm.
and then it had Michelangelo going for a rematch against the guy he had beat because of all the BS that happened during the fight. And everyone else but Leonardo turned their back on him for more training because of how lax Michelangelo gotten and how much he was talking about how he is a Battle Nexus champion.
Mm-hmm.
But that did have the best fight of Michelangelo versus Raphael.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I think that was one of the key moments. It's probably one of the highlights of the franchise.
Yeah. And the Triceratops, or was it the Triceratops or something that Mikey
Triceratops.
fought? The Triceratops, yeah. Then Mikey fought them too in that battle.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, didn't they just have 3 fights?
Who?
See, and okay, so they did have the Triceratops. See, that's another comparison that I would like to make too.
No, it was Traximus and Raphael fighting.
Who was that?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. How'd you guys feel about Shredder?
I loved it. I loved it till I found out what he really was.
Okay, I have to say that it was shocking when they show in the episode of Leonardo cutting his head off.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then a bit later, you see him picking up his head.
Yeah.
Hold on. I wonder if I can get a clip of that. 1 second.
I'm pretty sure that got a snippet of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there were 4 versions of Shredder.
Yeah.
I think 4. Because you have Shredder, you have Karaya Shredder, then you have from the lost season, the Tengu Shredder, which is the original Shredder.
Yeah.
And then in the final season, you had the viral Shredder.
I'm trying to see if I can get the actual clip of Shredder getting decapitated. I found the episode, but
Yeah. But the build up to that though was though like when they was fighting in that building, I think April's building and all that, like almost like they did in the '90s movie. Like all that was so tight, Han and them surrounding them. They thought they couldn't make it or survive. Like that whole thing of first time fighting Shredder was tight on the rooftop.
Yeah, and
Like
in the building
oh,
was taken right
in the
from the
building.
movie, or from the original cartoon or comic book.
Hmm.
Yeah, here you go.
do we actually get okay? How far do we have to get?
Oh, I like that. They switched weapons here.
Yeah.
Trying to see if we get to the moment of the actual
Yeah,
decapitation.
the classic movie scene where you see them both jump into the air attack, and you both
Yeah.
land. You breathe for a minute, see which one won the fight, and
Yeah.
boom.
Ah.
Yeah, you could tell Leo won because how he landed and looked back. You could tell how he looked back that he won. He had too much of a cocky.
I'm talking Saturday morning decapitation.
Right,
Fox, you guys are
right.
pushing the needle.
I know, but if you keep like, how much longer is left in the episode you have there?
It's looking like
But they took it back because he
Maybe
picks
about
up his head.
maybe like 10, maybe like 10.
Okay, like scroll up a bit further, and you'll see where he has to stands up and grabs his head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You take all that away.
But I mean, again, at that, you see, now this what goes into question of this is to me is what if originally Peter wanted him to be human, and they wanted to display this, and the network said,
Not
"Hey,
get away with this."
yeah,
Yeah, that was yeah.
And the network
That's why
was
they
like,
had to
you know
do
what?
it.
Shredder is just going to be.
I know, right. They had to for him to even pull that scene off. They had to have a reason for him to pick up his or be alive or have, you know what I'm saying? They weren't gonna do decapitation. So like if you're gonna do that, you gotta make him where he comes back to life or he regenerates or some stuff.
That comes off as a quick adjustment he had to make because of the networks. That's what
Yeah,
I'm gonna phrase that. But
yeah.
there weren't any signs to us, if I'm not mistaken, that Shredder was an alien.
Nah. That's a tight picture right there.
Yeah. No, that just got wicked itself. All right, so I also felt like Casey Jones was an exact mimic of the Casey Jones we got in the movies.
Yes. Yeah. Well, more death probably. More character art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kind of, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. But these turtles to me has me feeling like they're like 17, 18, not like 13 or
That's
14
good.
years old.
That's good. I
I'm
mean,
not
even though
saying
they're
I'm
supposed to
against
be.
it. I mean, like we are comparing the two from each other. It's like the
Yeah.
stage of being of being a teenager. Like these are the differences that we got out of them.
Yeah. They do seem more older in their teens than they did like 13 or 14 in the age range they supposed to be. But shit, you a mutant and shit. Are they age probably different from what a human age is?
If I were to pick in comparison between the two Caseys, or actually all three Caseys from the shows, I like
Hmm.
2003 Casey
Yeah.
more than I like any other adaptation from a TV show.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you guys? You guys got a particular Casey y'all favor more than the others?
I'd have to say, again, the worst is Rise, but I do like this one the most.
Yeah. His backstory was good. When they showed flashbacks of him as a child growing up and then
And
having to
being
live
taught
by
by the show,
himself.
not being realizing it.
Yeah, like his like that's just something they didn't show in the I don't think the others, I don't know about 2012, but his backstory leading up and how he was connected to Han because Han was a part of his parents, I think, dying or burning building. Something about that. I forget. I haven't watched in a long time, but he was connected to Han or he was part of the crew or something. I forget the story between them. But even that story was dope with Casey and why he became who he was.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did not like Casey Jones in the original cartoon. He came off to me like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, the
Like,
voice I did
I'm
not like.
sorry.
I did not like the voice.
No,
yeah,
I'm sorry. He came through, busted up a table, a desk, and got the job.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I just
yeah. But that was the '80s. The macho, trying to be cool guy. Like he was. It was just that time
He
frame.
was
But yeah,
basically
they.
like the Punisher.
he was like he was,
Yeah, you right.
yeah, he's like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm here to bust some skulls.
you right. He was dead, almost stupid. Like they
Yeah,
almost made him like a
that's what I
stupid
mean. Like,
character. He was a stupid character.
I got you. So, okay, especially with the side characters that were included in 2003. Was there anyone in the series, any particular side character that was included that's been in all of these series that you guys thought that 2003 like really did a good job with?
Well, technically, they did. The 2003 did have Rocksteady very briefly,
Hmm.
Yeah.
where,
Yeah.
do you guys know who Gun is?
Gun.
Usagi Yojimbo?
Yeah. I'm familiar with Usagi
Yeah.
Yojimbo.
Yeah.
Well, Gun was also in the tournament. He was a Rhino who was always in the betting and got the draw to the second last round.
Okay.
Mm.
So you saying Gun was pretty much rock steady?
No, I'm saying in one image they show him going into a store, and he comes out dressed exactly as Rocksteady dressed.
Oh, dang. Okay. So hold on. So TMNT His name was Gunn. I'm
I
trying to pull
believe
that
so.
scene up. Let's try Rocksteady. Because I think the only way we got them was in the Turtles Forever episode.
Mm.
Unless you guys can find them, or if you know what that particular episode is that you're trying to throw into
Oh,
this.
Gen, sorry, not Gun. Go Gen. Gen.
Gen.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Gen.
Gen.
Oh, okay. And this is the particular episode that you're talking about. Boom.
Mm.
Yeah, he fights Osaki Yojimbo.
No, he's Yosagi Jimbo's best friend.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. That's not Rocksteady because he's
I
actually
know,
in
but
Usagi.
I'm saying he dressed as Rocksteady.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that dude though, that he got good character development. The bunny, yeah, whatever
Yeah,
his name is.
yeah, Usagi. I
Yeah,
pers-
Usagi
personally, I think Usagi in 2012.
is better.
Yeah.
He might be. That's what I'm saying. Development wise, they probably boost him more.
So we can make that comparison. Let's see here. TMNT 2003.
Because I don't think in 2003 they shown too much after this episode or this tournament.
The real world episode. Let's see here. Usagi tries to help Leo get over his future.
The sharpest blade in all the lands is useless in untrained hands. But I wonder what they say of overtrained hands.
Now, does it now Leo versus Usagi? To me, Usagi has always came off as he's the he's a superior
Most
fighter.
skilled,
Yeah, more
yeah.
than Leonardo. Am I wrong for assuming such?
No, I think he is when it comes to a sword and all that. That's why he can kind of. That's why he talked to Leo like that. Like he knows Leo's weakness, basically his emotions and stuff, and how he handle himself. I think he's more skilled with the sword and pinpointing his weakness.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Boy. Now, at a certain point,
I just sent you a link to the image I was talking about.
you sent it to me via Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how they did nods like that too in the shows.
I don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, I got you. Let me see if I can find a way to save this image. I'll screenshot and throw this bad boy in here then into the chat and see what happens. But I mean, pretty much it's just describes. But I mean, okay, so this series, the 2003 Miss Bebop and Rocksteady, but
Yeah,
they weren't original comic book characters. They were created for the show.
yeah.
Same time. But then, okay, so then they had this Easter egg. So as an all in all, at what point do you guys would you did you guys feel a drop off at all with the 2003 series?
Mostly when they went into
Yeah,
the future.
yeah. And that after the medallion stuff, I liked the medallion when they had the little superpowers and all that. But after that, I was kind of
The
done with it.
medallion stuff actually came out after the future episodes.
Yeah,
So it was the medallions that did it. Now, I mean, it was rumored. I don't know if it was confirmed that that was a network decision, and I think Peter wanted to go darker, and they just
There,
wouldn't move in that direction.
this
What you
here
showing
is
us?
the only way you got to see the episodes of the Ninja Tribunal.
mm.
Nice, nice, nice.
They showed it. I think that was in the video game too.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, I think I, I I wouldn't say you guys are alone. That I think when fast forward happens and the time travel happens, I kind of grew a little bit of distance from it. I still watch some of the shows, but it just
Yeah,
it came off a little pointless. But okay, that's the 2003's pros and cons.
right.
Let's go into the 2012's pros and cons. Did you guys start off watching? I mean, what was it like when this series particular started off for you guys?
It was actually cool though. I liked it. Like, besides the look of the turtles, I could get past, but the overall story and the development of them, like, I really like. Like, it felt like they was getting deeper with the characters, and then even the villains seemed like more of a threat.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be right back in a minute to respond.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this 2012 series, I think it was the first introduction to Tiger Claw as a villain, which I wasn't familiar
Yeah.
with. Um, if I was comparing these two franchises story wise, I felt as though that the 2012 series only gave us a glimpse of the adaptation of the 2003 series, but it was almost like they were just reintroducing us to the original cartoon series.
Yeah, I think this 2012 was more trying to. It was more of a evolve of the '80s cartoon. If
Exactly,
that makes sense.
exactly,
Like
exactly.
they basically took what the '80s cartoon was. They try to make it more darker, but more unique too as well. You know what I'm saying? That's how I can look. That's why I said with the character style, it seemed like, all right, what can they take from the '80s that was so successful and do our own way, Nickelodeon style, while still giving it a dark tone, like like a 2003. Like it still got the menacing villains and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely felt like that with the menacing villains. I to me, the fight choreography and the fight scenes to me
Yeah.
were better coordinated than the 2003 series. It might be
Hmm.
in fact that to the fact that it's a three-dimensional CGI film.
Yeah.
And that, who knows if they actually used a person and they green screen these guys to do all these martial arts moves itself.
Right. It's a possibility. Shit, they got the technology.
And they definitely had their moments of adapting some of the comic book stories
Hmm.
in both of these. I believe that I think that's Agent Carter was both in the 2003 series and the 2004 series. I think Carter may have debuted cartoon wise in 2003. I don't remember if that agent was in the original cartoon series.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not that I know. I don't think any agent really that I know of was in the '80s cartoon.
Mhm. I will say I like the Splinter in 2012 more than I like the Splinter in 2003. I didn't feel like I got enough of Splinter in the 2003 series.
No,
Nah,
it was
he was
no,
more
it was
mysterious.
Bishop, not Carter.
His name is Bishop.
Mm.
Okay, it's Bishop. It's Bishop. Okay, okay.
But yeah, I think 2003 he was more ex, ex, like mysterious or whatever. But when he fought, it was tight. When he did get in a fight with
Hold
like
on
Shredder,
1 second, guys. Y'all.
Okay, you know what? Well, he's gone. We
Mhm.
can still talk. For
Yeah.
me, the one thing I did not like what the 2012 series did is instead of having I think they should have done is have the Chuck Norris
Mhm.
should have been Hun
Mm.
instead of Bradford,
Mm.
and not the Bruce Lee knockoff as Hun.
Yeah. You said Han. Yeah, because Han was in 2012, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Han was in the. Han had his moments, yeah.
Spider Bite.
I mean, both episodes have fillers. I mean, both series had filler episodes. I think one thing that stood out was like the dynamic of, to me, it was more dynamics in the 2012 of like relationships and girlfriend and boyfriend elements.
Mhm.
Like honestly, in the 2012 series, I don't understand. Oh, that was back to the series, but I don't understand the issue with April and Donatello possibly having a romance. No,
He definitely had a crush on her.
I know, but like if you go to like say Star Trek,
Mhm.
you had humans and Klingons, humans and Betazoids, both becoming characters,
Mm, yeah.
are both having children. So what's wrong with why those aliens okay, but mutant animals are not?
I mean,
Well,
no
I don't know
disagreement.
sexually. I don't think sexually. She want to get pregnant by a turtle and have a turtle kid.
Also,
I don't think
you
that's
do
gonna look
know,
right. Eddie.
you do know in this show they were too young for that, right?
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
But I think
Shit. No, you could be 12 or 13, have a kid now.
I honestly, um,
Once-
April's always been like an eyesore for the turtles. It's like, pick which turtle that wanted to compliment her on her looks.
Yeah,
That,
but because
that
they
or
switched
April.
over, it was either Leo, Mikey, or Donnie. I was new to the Donnie one. I was more thought it was Leo or Mikey that really had a crush on her for the most part.
they all had a
What?
crush in the original cartoon.
Yeah.
But I would say, okay, I one like to me fight scenes just stood out to me with the bonus characters. Shredder was a bit of a wimp in 2003. There's so much on the totem
Yeah.
pole to weigh and tic tac between these two, because I think the grittiness and the darkness of 2003 made this series so strong for 2003.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's
You didn't like Shredder in 2003?
I did.
I wasn't the biggest fan. Now, to me, he was definitely villainous, but
Yeah.
it to but like Shredder in the 2012, to me, I really felt like I got the element of his martial arts.
Yeah.
Like to me, like he was like a like in a cybernetic suit with this ultra powered weapon that that leashed out a bunch of energy. I didn't see
Yeah.
enough roundhouse kicks.
Yeah. Well,
And
shoot. Well, he's an alien, so shoot, he ain't human. So, I
you
mean,
know
they
what I mean?
put that on.
So yeah. I mean, if we're picking apart and making comparisons,
Yeah. I will say I'll probably go with 2012 Shredder just because of the human side, and he does seem like more of a set. Like he will bump with you, like he'll get with you type stuff. But I do like the 2003 because he had some dope fight moments. That's with Leo, because I always thought they rivalry meant something. Like you need to build a rivalry, not just him and Splinter, but Leo and Shredder. Like I love that stuff, like them building that up and stuff like that. So
Oh, I couldn't find it. Did you guys get the newest Ninja Turtle game that came out recently?
I have not gotten that.
I was gonna get it though.
Yeah, it's the 2012 arcade game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It had every character. Well, so you could download them every character.
Oh no. This one I'm not talking about Shredder's Revenge. I'm talking about the one they had an arcade game for the 2012 series.
It just recently came out, like maybe 3 or
Oh,
4
I
weeks
didn't
ago.
see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I managed to pick it up. It's pretty good.
Nice. But I mean, just to make a comparison to some of these fight scenes that you got out of this franchise.
I remember this one. This is where they're mind controlled when they were sent into Usagi's world.
Now, if I can get the, I do like how the turtles' eyes do turn white, but if they were shaded and created dark like the 2003, but have this fight choreography, I'd be in heaven.
Yeah.
Now, I favor the 2012 series for the. Did you guys ever watch the Apocalypse episodes of the
Yes.
2012?
I've seen every episode of the 2012 series.
See, I mean, although it doesn't have any prior basically it was created for that moment by that particular writer, and I thought it landed. I thought it landed really well because the show slightly started to drop off, and those last couple of episodes that they had like saved the franchise and let it end proper.
Actually, those episodes weren't supposed to be the series finale. It was one where they meet the original cartoon turtles was supposed to be the finale of the show.
Okay.
But the thing with that one is that just raised at least two questions. What happened to Master Splinter and Karai?
Did Karai turn back into a human by then, or was she still a serpent?
At the end, she became human, but can control being a human and a serpent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was just a homage to Mad Max.
Yeah, I thought it landed pretty cool. I guess they were like testing ideas to end that. I mean,
and somehow Raphael could grow a beard.
I was there. I thought that was the coolest thing, bro. I don't get a chance to see Raph be cool like that no more, man.
Raphael was always cool but rude.
Indeed.
Right.
Indeed. I felt like it was the Leo show in the 2003. That's another reason why I favor.
No, it wasn't the Leo show.
Nah, because they gave him depth too. Because even between them two in the 2003, they rivalry. Like while Rav was that kind of didn't like Leo at the time. It felt like he was too stuck up. Like it shows why Rav felt the way he did, and then they patch up at the end, brothers, and all that. But they gave all the turtles something in 2003.
Mhm.
Like even Donnie and Mikey and stuff got some development and stuff.
Mhm. I mean, they're. I mean, speaking of that, they made Mikey like during that battle or that gladiator trial that they had.
Oh yeah,
They pretty much
Battle
made
Nexus.
Mikey the more superior turtle out of the group.
No, he was
Well,
not. Hang on. Thing is, it was great how he defeated Michelangelo he defeated Raphael because you know how well he is, and he landed one kick on his butt, and that was it. Donatello got the worst starter of all of them, a giant slug thing. Leonardo was fighting Usagi Yojimbo and got hit by a poison dart, which took him out. And Splinter just sat there and let Michelangelo win.
So are you trying to say Mikey's not the superior turtle? Okay.
Oh no,
he,
I wish they would have had a bit of a fight of Michelangelo versus Splinter.
Mm.
sliced Shredder. Mikey was up there fighting by himself. The longest.
Yes, Leonardo was the only one who actually managed to hit Shredder.
Shredder, yeah, but Mikey showed that he has potential. If he stopped goofing around and really trained like a Leo, he has the potential. But because of his speed and all that, like agile, he could give them problems. Because even the training in the movie, you see how he was like, they was all training together, type of thing. You could tell like it's potential in him, but he doesn't take it serious like the other ones do. He's the
Well,
little brother. He's the baby brother.
no, but also during going out training and fighting that, he was never a hindrance to the others.
Yeah.
But what one thing the two series did get wrong is with their crossovers they did with the original cartoon.
They brought in the Mirage, Black and White, and the original.
The Turtles Forever movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the ones they did, was it Wanted Bebop and Rocksteady? I think that's what it was called. Where the original Shredder and Krang show up in the 2012 series looking for henchmen in that. And with that there, they show like how the original Turtles were bad as fighting when they weren't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They were more supposed to be there for the comedy. They basically, that's a problem I did have. It made them too comedy, where it's like, they can really fight. Like, but I
They
get
were
it.
trying to make fun of the original cartoon and, and trying to get people to stop saying, hey, we like the older ones better. And they're like, hey, look, this is what the old ones is if y'all look at them right now. Stop
You
complaining
right.
to us.
Yeah. I get you. I knew what it was. That's why they had to show the black and white turtles to let it know who's the real original.
But I think I would say with the 2012, you got glimpse of you. They gave you like small segments to pick apart a little bit of everything. But the one thing that it was missing was that grittiness. It might have had dark content, but it just wasn't shaded as dark. Maybe a couple of those ending episodes.
Right. But you gotta look at the company that got it. So it's Nickelodeon. That's that's why I always give Disney. Sorry to go off topic, but
You're good.
that's why I don't do like when it comes to Disney. I don't give them slack for not going too dark. I give them praise when they do it because they're not known for that compared to like a Warner Brothers or that can go that route. You know what I'm saying? When your brand is a particular thing, I only judge you on your particular your style. I'm not going to judge you based on what another company does or whatever. I'm based on what you do and how great you can do it with your brand. Like Nickelodeon, I think they did real great with what they had with their brand Nickelodeon. That's probably one of the darkest or like series they ever created. Like as a
They
car,
definitely had, yeah,
animated.
they had death as far as a TV show within
Original collector for the first comics with all the
Oh,
covers.
That's not.
Original color
nice.
comics.
Nice.
That's like you gotta illuminate that, man. You can't just be having that around, bro. That's collectible.
He's not a reseller.
No, I'm just saying collect like keep it framed and all that. Like that's something to keep.
Yeah.
That's gonna be worth a lot in future.
Oh, but one thing for the people who are arguing about what skin color April has, right here where my finger is, that's what
What is
she
she black?
actually looked like.
She's like a lighter brownish. You can't really distinguish, but I mean, she could.
I'm
I
sorry,
wouldn't be surprised
that's
if she's black.
April.
If she's black Latino
No, I'm sorry,
in
that's
New York.
April, right next to Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, I see that.
Baxter's always been black, except in the
Yeah,
'90s cartoon.
in the 80 cartoon,
Yeah, the '80s
the
cartoon.
80. Yeah. See, I was start noticing that because they said all the way in the back that he was black or whatever, and when people were saying like he shouldn't have been or whatever, I was like, oh, that's dope that uh we know that he was originally black or whatever. But if April was originally black or Latino, whatever, like that's dope. But then they'll bring that out.
Mhm.
But anyways, do you know why Baxter was made white in the original cartoon?
Why?
Racism.
You think so?
Well, it was because they thought it'd be seen as racist to have a black man be subservient to other people.
But he was Japanese. Splinter. I mean, Shredder was Japanese. Well, I don't know.
He
Yeah,
was a scientist. He was supposed to be smarter than everybody else.
yeah. I think that would have been cool.
Be more of a coward.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, but he was smart. You know, he did his thing a little bit. He was conniving on Shredder and stuff like that. Remember, even though he turned to a fly and all that, like he wasn't just. Yeah, he had coward moments, but he still showed he was smart.
Oh, he
And was
was.
like he was just a dummy. And like he was just a dummy and stuff like that. He still showed he was smart and useful to Shredder and everybody else.
In the other two series, he was smarter though than that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 2003 probably. What do
They
you think the
turned
best?
him into a dork in the '80s cartoon. He was smart, but
Yeah,
he was like it was more
yeah,
so he was comical than it was of him being like a superior genius and overseer
yeah.
that originally what they wanted Stockman to be.
Right, right.
I know the '80s cartoon is the father to all of these shows, but
Yeah.
I honestly think that these two series that we're comparing to each other, it might be a hot take for people. I prefer these two series over the original.
Oh no, I don't think I can do it. But
You don't think you can
I
do it?
can
Okay,
agree.
okay.
I can agree with you on character development, like character development and what you want to call it, stakes. You know what I mean? Like character development is like definitely what I love about the '80s, not just about the goofiness, but it was like I don't know, it was just something special about it. Like they didn't have to be dark. They didn't have. It was goofy and all that, but you got so much the vehicles, the cranes, they got so much iconicness in the '80s to me. Like it's hard for me to not watch it. Watch it. It's so much iconic from the toys to the look, the brightness. Even when they had the Easter, they had the Easter bunny, the like so much crazy stuff in the '80s. That's why I love it. Like I might be biased, but the '80s I can never. I don't know. But that's
Yeah.
just I can always watch it.
In the '80s cartoon, you have Shredder when he's trapped in Dimension X, and Krang goes, "Yes, now I can conquer Planet X." So Dimension X, and
Yeah,
Shredder goes, "I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth."
yeah,
In the
yeah,
end, he actually destroys Channel 6.
Yeah.
yeah. And Earl Jones and voice that Darth Vader voices Shredder.
No, he
Like
doesn't.
in
James
that
Earl Jones does not voice Shredder.
No. Uncle Phil.
Yeah,
Uncle Phil
James
Uncle
voices.
Earl
Phil.
Jones is
Yeah,
Shredder.
yeah. That's what I meant. Uncle Phil does.
Yep.
My bad. Yeah,
And what
Uncle
is
Phil does.
you can ask well, like when either one, like when Uncle Phil is angry and the Shredder's angry, you can pretty much just switch the voices from either one, and it'll still fit.
Yeah. But it was just great. Like Crane and all them. Just to me, it has so much iconicness, and even '80s. Even though it's goofy, the goofy one people don't want to take serious. It just to me, it's so much dopeness and fun that I can always go back. Like even on YouTube, you can watch episodes. I go back to watch a lot of episodes and still enjoy it like it just came out. I
As
don't know if I.
So if you can get Pluto.tv, they actually have a channel for the shows.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, I need to get that.
John and Level Fox is correct with that one.
Yeah, the 87 series was good. Especially like after season 4 and 5, like it seemed like it was getting darker. Like the tone was getting they was shifting.
Most definitely. Well, okay. So my biggest criticism of the 80s series at that time, Merchant. This was like the premier model and formula for merchandising at that time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
to me, I think they did so. They was able to adapt and bring in the main continuity of the Turtles, but they still gave us the classic Hanna-Barbera kind of sound effects and zoinkness of it. And of
yeah.
course, I lived through that, and it was regular TV, something that I was accustomed to. But when I reflect back, some of those episodes in the 80s don't hit the same to me as it did as when I was
Mhm.
a child compared to 2003 and 2012.
Well, because you're a storyteller now, like you write scripts and all that, so you're looking for something deeper. If
Mm,
you're not gonna go to the 87, look for something real deep. It's not for that. It's not. It wasn't made for that content at that time. It was made to be fun, joyful. Yeah, they fighters, Ninja Turtles, and all that. That content it was made for kids. The action figures speak for itself. Think about it. We had vehicles. We had they had every type of toy that you could think of, just of turtles. Like it was a
cereal,
big
snacks,
cereal. It was just a merchandisable
product,
product. It was that's what it was. The 80s was
Turtle
product, and
Mania, man.
bro, the concerts, bro. I watched the concerts, like literally the VHS tapes I used to have, bro. Like I was so much in love with Turtles. I had the covers, I had the pillows, I
Sleeping
had,
bags,
bro.
the
Like
tidy whities with the images of the turtles on the back.
yes, bro. Tidy whities, bro. What you mean slipping with the pillow, the turtle pillows and shit. Like growing up as a kid, man, like that was so fun.
Yeah.
87 is the fun what life was better to me. It reminds me when life was good. You go outside, you can talk to your friends about what you just watch on cartoons and TV. That's what that's for. If you want some greedy, depressing, somebody fight back to get their head slide off, yeah, you could go to the 90s and 2003s and all that and up above for that. But if you just want fun, bright colors, merchandise, wear everything, wear the capes and all that stuff they used to have with the Ninja Turtle toys, the swords and all that, then you go look at the 87.
All right. Look, Darrell. I'll go back on my freaking word then, because you know what? We wouldn't be able to get this if 87 didn't pay the bills of the house to make sure
Yeah,
the franchise were in the
but bro, trust me, if
No,
87
you
didn't
know
work, we would
what?
have got none of that. If 87 didn't work, we would get nothing. We wouldn't even get the movies.
Do you know why Shredder died in the first issue of the original comic books?
Why?
Why?
Because they did not think it would get as big as it did to do more issues. It's
Yeah, it
just
was kind
supposed
of
to
a
be a
joke,
one shot
wasn't
and that's it.
it? They were
So
kind of
one issue? So
Issue
it was
one,
one issue?
it was supposed to
the
be a one
original
shot.
issue one of the comic.
Mm. So how did they bring him back in other issues, or he always been dead
Oh, no, they
in
brought
other
him
issues
back with worms.
with worms?
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Oh, but also going with the original cartoon, April was mutated 3 times.
She was mutating, wasn't she?
Once
I,
as an alley cat, once into a fish woman, and once into a giant wasp.
oh, I
Mm.
remember the giant. Okay,
I
now
think I
listen.
remember y'all what.
I
One of
know in the
my
comic.
favorite. Huh? My bad.
I knew in the comics she was the first fifth turtle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why they called her a mutant turtle, though. I don't know why they called her a Ninja Turtle in it though, because she wasn't a ninja.
Right. I guess they wanted to fit with the rest of them. My favorite episode from the '87 is the pizza one. Still to this day, when them the monster pizzas or whatever like that, like it's still one of my favorite
Yeah.
episodes. Yeah,
I think, man, you know what? I like those fights that they had with Slash.
yeah, that was like, but yeah, Flash,
Yeah,
yeah.
they also had Toka and Razor in the show too.
I was about to say that, but that was when that season 4 and 5 or 5 when they started doing the movie,
Oh no, for
or
that
was it like?
Back in Archie. What's up, Joan and Level Fox, man? My fault, man. We was deep in discussion. I ain't even say what's up to you, man. Thanks for tuning
I
in.
had her own comic run.
Oh, April had her own comic.
Yeah, in the Archie series.
Oh,
Dang, I
that's
didn't
tight.
know that.
Right, shit. Damn, did Casey Jones have his? He needed one.
I know of Body Count when him and Raph had their own run together in was that 96?
Oh,
Oh, the duo.
I got the Body Count comic
I got
from
the first
Kevin
one.
Eastman and signed by him.
Oh,
Really?
that's player.
You like it?
They moved over to Image Comics, so it was nothing but like Image has no bars. They could explosion.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Right. See, they should bring that back because that's a dope duo with them too.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've always been good together. But like it was
Yeah.
Token Razor only appeared once in the 7th season of the '87 cartoon series.
That's why I thought it. I knew it was later, and that was after the movie. Yeah, they showed them after.
After the second movie, obviously.
Yep.
And his name was in the episode Dirk Savage, Mutant Hunter.
Volume 3 was wild. What's Volume 3, Jonah?
Volume 3. What happens in Volume? Well, in particular.
What's going on in Volume 3? Don't be holding secrets.
All right. Okay. While he's typing that up,
Yeah.
I want y'all to see this banned episode from the 2003 series.
Oh, wait, before you say it, I know what it is. Actually, no, there's the one episode they didn't actually produce. Oh, actually, it's a different one after this, but this is a great one.
Okay. All right. And maybe we'll see why this
Turtle
got banned.
Tuesday 101, the banned episode. Insane in the Membrane, originally planned to be episode 19 of season 4.
Okay,
was
never
banned in
mind
the
that.
US
Pause
in
it for a sec.
2006. The episode was deemed unsuitable for air by.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's the one that he's talking about, it's the one where it's going to turn out that the garbage man was the garbage man. One of the ones for the show was the conjoined twin of Hun.
Oh, because I thought this is the one when this is after
the voice. It was just never animated.
Okay, I think this particular 2003 episode was when Baxter Stockman was going to put his conscious inside of a cloned body that eventually decayed throughout the episode.
And that's besides that, that's when they put him in a machine instead. Like his head was in that machine, in that big robotic machine.
That I don't remember. That's one of you guys. In
the end of the show, it's just basically a head and a robot body.
Yeah, instead that's why they did that because they couldn't do the brain, so they put him in that machine.
Well, in the episode Same as It Never Was, where Donatello goes into the future, you have Baxter's head attached to Hun's body, with Hun being in a wheelchair.
Man.
All right, so guess we're about to see why this was banned.
Standards and practices. The episode opens up with the history of Baxter Stockman. The intro shows us the timeline of Baxter being a praised award-winning scientist all the way to being a pawn of the Shredder. Stockman is tortured and dissected limb by limb as a consequence every time he failed the Shredder. eventually being reduced to nothing but his physical brain.
That's
Baxter
dark.
performs a cerebral transplant on himself into a genetically enhanced clone body. But the experiment quickly goes wrong as his skin begins to rot away, his finger falls off, and his body decays away. We then see him attempt to piece his limbs back together, even at one point hammering a nail through his own arm.
You asked for it, Dr. Stockmanstein!
Baxter blames April for everything that's happened to him and kidnaps her. Shortly after, the Turtles show up to save her. During the fight, April roundhouse kicks Baxter and knocks his fucking jaw off. Giving off major horror movie, we see a flashback
Thank you,
scene
Jonas.
showing us the death of Baxter.
Yo, I don't think Fox
Nah,
Or the
they ain't gonna
kid.
show that. Nobody gonna show that.
was ready for this. Peter,
His
Peter,
jaw was dropping and everything.
come on, Peter. You got Decemberment on the kids show.
Whoa.
Finish it. Okay,
Whoa.
finish the last 10 seconds.
Okay.
Baxter's mother from his childhood. The episode ends with Baxter falling to defeat from Casey and the Turtles. After being purchased by Viacom, the episode was finally aired in August of 2015 on Nickelodeon.
Didn't really know what
What?
I wanted out of life early on.
They showed that episode on Nickelodeon. What
Yeah.
at night? Like before the Lopez show comes on? Or
I'm not
something?
sure.
I guess that's the perfect time to get them ready.
Dang.
That episode there is what brought them to the future where it was too dark and went to a lot lighter. But you did have an episode with Bishop and Baxter, and Baxter was just back to a head, brain in a jar.
I bet that was the moment that Peter Laird wanted to leave the TMNT franchise. He's like, every
Yeah.
time I try and just kill people, y'all shut me down.
I know, like Johnny
No.
Little Fox. What was funny is the cartoons on for kids were
Yeah.
the anime they censored.
Boy, you ain't lying. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. That's hilarious to me, man. Pete, yeah, that's probably why Peter left. Peter's like, man, yeah, he's probably not. Well, he probably moved on from the franchise, but
Oh no, it wasn't until after the next show, the show after it became from Nickelodeon, it's when he has sold it.
I don't think Cartoon Network ever picked up. Cartoon Network passed on Ninja Turtles, and Nickelodeon picked them up. Jonan, I don't know about that one unless I'm wrong.
Unless they showed it like for a little bit and then Nickelodeon bought it
Oh, like it was on the like that particular series
on the
was
channel.
aired on Cartoon
Yeah,
Network. Mm.
yeah, they probably did that because I think I did remember watching on Cartoon Network like at night or something, or later on during the day. But I don't know. Shit, a lot of them shows seems like got passed around. Mostly who I knew as a kid.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's crazy. But Kevin shouldn't have sold his rights though. That's one thing. I think he should have stayed. Even though I know he probably was stressing with him, like him and Peter probably not getting fully along with the decision on TMNT. I think he should have kept his rights.
I'm not gonna.
That's history.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There was a particular time that they were fundraising for that 2007 movie because there were multiple scripts that sat around with the studios. Might have been after the 2003. No, there was a script there was a Ninja Turtles 4 movie that got canceled before the 2003 series.
You talk about the one that's supposed to be after the third movie. Like
Yeah.
I heard that's supposed to be the fourth one,
Yeah.
but I guess because of how bad the third one did, they scrapped it.
Exactly. So that sat around, and then they had and then I mean they had multiple scripts. Hallmark was going to pick up the franchise. Like this franchise sat around, and none of the networks or studios was going to grab them.
Over there,
Right.
so what it was for the 2003 series is the show moved from Fox to the CW.
Okay, went to the CW. Okay.
Oh, what hurt the TMNT was that next mutation. Remember that one that was on
that Fox TV show.
that would hurt them. I think that's what really made people not. Nah, I ain't gonna mess with this. because that damaged a lot, boy. That show was trash.
By the way,
They
if
were
you
trying
want
to
to piss
hand the
off,
Ninja Turtles over to Power Rangers. That
if
was
you
their
want to,
goal.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
want to piss off Peter Lard, ask him
What
about the next
next
mutation.
mutation? I bet you he don't want. He had flashbacks. He didn't
They
want to listen. He don't want to deal with that.
they forced him to do. They forced him to make Venus.
Yeah,
Ask, actually, it was actually both of them. This was before Kevin Eastman sold his rights.
Mm.
it's just the look. I don't know. I mean, the look is all right, but you could tell it was a cheap made just to get what Power Rangers, like bro said, like Jay Leno said. You could tell because they was on Power Rangers, like that episode in Power Rangers, and then they did this TV show. It didn't even last long.
Yeah,
At
that
one season,
I just
Shredder, Shredder was cheap as hell. Because Splinter looked like he was on drugs. Like they did them all dirty. You had that little dragon little thing. Like, oh my gosh.
But only thing I'm thinking of is like the failure of this show, or like they, honestly, everybody thought. Man, look, there was a point in time to where there wasn't too many of us that were still looking into the Turtles. As a consensus,
Yeah,
as people gave up on the Turtle franchise.
right.
And I mean, look, 2003 and 2012 have rebirthed this. These are different. A franchise got to be strong if it can be reinstalled like several times.
Yeah, because they were still selling merch though. Even with this failure of a show, they still had like stuff out, even the video games and all that. So
Mm.
they had stuff to keep their name afloat. Like I said, if it wasn't for the merchandise, they would have been drowned and buried. But because of the merchandise and the video games, it kept people know what Ninja Turtle is. Like no matter what, you gonna take a look and they got dope different designs and merch and all that that what kept them afloat. But that was why it was shocking to me that no company wanted to take a chance with them. It was like you really got a money maker right there. If you just had the right script and right design and all that. Stop with the CGI and all that. Really get back to what Jim Hendrix did, like that '90s, which
Henson,
made this
Henson,
so
yeah.
successful. Henson, yeah, my bad. Henson, who made it so successful. Like you gotta go back to them old suits, even though it be hot and sweaty in there, but they work.
Now, I mean, it is confirmed that they've got like a multi-movie deal with Paramount. And I mean, what I'm thinking, and they've already confirmed a gritty Last Ronin movie that dropped
Yeah,
because analytically it's proven because it sold well. The comic itself sold well. And
right.
then if you haven't noticed already, with in particular with Target and with Walmart, they're pretty much are doing exclusives, and they've been pushing a whole bunch of TMNT merchandise through. Like they're full of stock. If you go to Walmart or Target,
Yeah.
it'll be full stock of TMNT figurines.
Yeah, I seen the mummy ones. I seen the even the Ronin ones. I got the SH movie turtles and stuff. They selling the '87 cartoon turtles, the pack, the two in the pack.
Yep.
Was like, yeah, so you right on that. That's what but if they do my thing about the Ronin thing, you can do that. They probably gonna do a not a live action. They're gonna do a animation version, which could be cool. It just not turtles. See, it's not turtles to me unless it's all four. Like, but I do like the story of one turtle surviving. It depends on which turtle they're gonna use because I seen a trailer they use where Leo lives and do it. Because the only two choices you
Are you
have
ta- are you
is
talking about
Leo
are
or
you talking about
Mikey.
are you talking about that test footage that they came out with?
Not it's a 30-second trailer of him. I don't know he's in a locker room or he's in the no, he's in the sewers and he's damaged and he pulls out
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
broken katana. Like he's big and heavy and stuff.
Yeah, I don't,
He
I don't think that's candid
a
or
real
confirmed for or anything.
yeah.
But did you guys see the test footage that they've been working on with Leonardo and Donatello yet?
I
Yes, you talk about the one when they fighting the robot
Yeah,
Foot Clan? Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Dude try to make it.
I remember seeing test footage of a CGI Turtle series too that looked really good, where they're fighting on a skyscraper.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about. That's
yep,
the
yep.
guy I think that make the other ones. He made a Donatello one and a Leo so
Oh,
far.
and I have a minor problem. I bought two of this by mistake without realizing it.
Oh,
Now, I'm gonna show y'all something that I'm glad failed. It might have looked cool during that
yeah.
time period, but this
Okay, it was
2000
Mikey.
and this 2001 pilot, I'm so glad we didn't get a chance to see this. They were trying to introduce something brand new. They've been trying so hard to do CGI with the turtles because they don't want to use the suits.
Right.
But look, this is the pilot that failed.
Deep beneath the streets
Are you
of
kidding?
the
This
city,
looks
a
great.
power awaits.
Right.
A power silent too long. The power is back.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
Damn, they look cocky.
Turtle power! Ow!
There are those who seek to extinguish the power.
This is almost like reboot.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember
yeah,
that show?
at the same time.
You remember that show?
Of course I do.
This weekend I got a shirt for it.
You do?
Yeah.
You
Actually, the
remind me
fight
of Beast
choreography
Wars.
wasn't bad.
Yeah. It looked like
Wow.
Beast Wars.
That's exact. Yeah.
This time,
I said they
come
look
better
like they were still
prepared
cartoon, but in
and
3D for the
equipped.
figure.
Yeah. It looked like toys.
Yeah, that movement, that bulkiness. I'm so
Yeah.
glad they waited for technology to get right.
Right.
Because they would have spent millions of dollars to keep up with this CGI. Because
No, I'm sorry. If Reboot could do it, they could do it. It's just as good.
you okay? You would have gave it I mean, you know what? As young as I was in 2001, I would have watched the show. But
Yeah, I would have too.
But I would.
I
But
would
going back at it like during this age, going back and looking at it, I'd have been like, oh gosh.
I don't know. I still watch Beast Wars, so I can't accept
Beast
it.
Wars is different. Beast Wars is
Yeah.
cold as hell, bro.
I love.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. But nah, just look. I mean, if it's an independent person doing it, it's dope. Like, you know what I mean? Besides those two big cocky muscles and stuff, like it looked dope. Like for what they did.
I'm not against it. All right, y'all. In the comment box, man, y'all gotta let us know
Who
who y'all
won?
got. Who y'all got in the comment box, or whoever finally whoever ends up watching this, 2003 versus 2012. Who do y'all have?
They gonna say 2003.
Is that who you got, Darrell?
Yeah.
You going
I was
2000?
in. I was split in the middle, but I'm gonna go three.
You going with three? You going with three?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Torvik to get back. And then on my community tab, be sure
Oh, Jonah got 2012.
It's dated, but would have been cool. But he said hold on. He's talking about this pilot when he said you it's dated, but yeah. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I'll watch it.
he said he's on 2012 side here over.
Yeah,
He's 2012 over here. Now look,
yeah.
I think Jonan, I think we on our own because as of right now, with 7 total votes, 2003 is kicking 12's butt.
Yeah. I think because of the look of the turtles, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna say the part of the reason why Nickelodeon is not gonna probably win because of the look. The look has kind of a lot to do with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
The people is not gonna get to show a chance if your look don't look right.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
also,
you're not gonna want to feel like that. What's that? What are you showing
He
us?
said, "Damn."
that is the cover for the next mutation, the complete series,
Oh, nice.
which also includes the special Power Rangers in Space crossover episodes.
That
See,
was that was
that's
one.
what.
Yeah, but I say that was one of the cool episodes that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's more. That was iconic for them to do that.
Now I agree with you there, Jonan. Each one of these series have something in particular to like more than the other.
Except for
That's why I say I was split.
Mhm.
That's why I was split in the middle. That's why I said
Mhm.
I was split at first. I just went with what looked better.
Rise has nothing better than the other shows.
Well, we're
Nah,
talking.
I never
Yeah,
watched Rise. We ain't talking Rise.
we're talking about
No,
2003 and 12.
2003 and 2012.
Oh, if you're talking about the two shows, then yeah, they both have something better than the other.
Mhm. Who do you got, Torvik? If you had to pick between 2003 and 2012,
Oh, 2003, no question.
did you put your damn? Did you put your vote in? On
No, how you do that?
all right,
How you vote?
so go to go to my channel,
Yeah.
and you should see a tab that says community.
You talk about on Discord?
No, on YouTube. Go to my channel on YouTube
I can't do it right now because I'm on the
on your phone.
web. Yeah,
All right,
I can do it. I'm on my I'm on my laptop.
Okay, well, yeah,
yeah.
when you get a chance, Darrell, you got to put your vote in.
All right.
I shouldn't even told you because you already told me what you're gonna vote on. Like the margin's about to increase even more.
No, but it got to count on the scoreboard. It's not official until it's on the scoreboard.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm telling you, it's the look. That's why y'all losing. It's the look. Yeah, each do have something better than the other. Yeah, but like I said, it comes out to what I mean, looks. Everything counts. Cause if you just look at the picture right there, like which one you would just watch, take a look, like even as an adult, like which one you would think you'll watch or give a chance? You gonna say 2003?
Uh, uh,
Unless you got kids with you, you gonna watch the 2012. But
yeah.
Okay, so I'm on your YouTube channel for our live stream. So where do I find this vote thing?
Okay, so hush. Did you go to my YouTube channel?
I'm on it right now onto the channel itself.
All right, and then did you hit the community button?
Ah. There you go.
All right, so you put your vote in as well.
Yep.
I hate to see what this is gonna look like when I refresh it.
Wait, what was it before you refreshed?
It's
shit, the same right here.
29, freaking 2003 kicking butt.
Yeah, 3/4 of your vote people prefer the Turtles, and they're right.
75-25 now. 8 votes so far.
It's about to be 9. I'm gonna ask Red to do it too. I'm like, vote. I know he's gonna pick 23. I
Hey, don't be
mean, he
cheating over there. Make Red make his own decision, man.
he's gonna pick
Jordan is
2003.
correct here.
Dang it.
He says, or Jonas said, 2012 has a better story in my opinion, or origin and originality. I
I wouldn't so much say the origin
uh,
is better because they are pretty close to each
yeah.
other for the origin of the Turtles and Splinter.
I mean, shit, there's only so much you can do with four turtles get created in there.
But
But I have to say though,
uh-huh.
the 2003 actually had more episodes of the Turtles as children.
Yeah, those episodes tight.
Yeah. Okay, so with 12 was as far as creativity in 2003 there was a bit of a drop off of creativity where it felt like they had ran out of ideas. And
Yeah, but then when they
but
nah,
in
go
but
ahead.
it but in 12 when they veered away, I like those concepts. I felt like when they veered away from the its original comic book or cartoon continuity, I'd honestly say some time, a little bit more time and in-depth little ideas was put into the 12. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know. I don't know. They had the medallions, bro. The medallions took it to a whole nother level, boy. The 2003 medallions when they were using powers and all that, like them superpowers and transform.
I
I
like
don't know.
2000 I like
The medallions
2012's
for voting, the
Triceratron
medallions
War
shouldn't count
more.
as those episodes were never shown on TV.
Shit, I seen them. That all counts. I seen it.
Not on the TV. You saw it after the show had pretty much ended.
Mm.
I have to
I
say though, I did like the Back to the Sewers theme, and the way they animated the opening was beautiful to me.
Yeah.
And also
I
that
did.
that series also had a proper ending.
I forget the ending.
April and Casey get married.
Oh, yeah.
the dragon forms do not need to come back. I even drew it recently.
I don't
The
see
Dragon
how
Force
they bring the forms back.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the Tricerian
Triceratron.
the Triceratron Wars in 12 more than I like the ones in 2003.
Well,
I gotta rewatch it, so I can't say.
Uh,
Probably will.
hey,
Well, I mean, yeah, it's almost like it.
Coldest villain.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it remind me of big. Was it Little China? What was that movie?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about. Big Trouble,
Big Trouble.
little.
Yeah, and Little
Mhm.
China. Yeah, that's what they remind me
oh,
of. They was
he was
tight,
not.
huh?
No, okay,
He was not. He was in the first and third one,
the third
not
one.
in the second.
Did they do any of the Mutanimals in the 2003 series?
Mondo wasn't in it. That's what Jonas said.
I'm actually looking at the Turtlepedia for it, and it was in the original cartoon and the 2012.
Yeah, the Foot Mystic. Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, yeah, they was cool as hell. They was hard to beat in the game. I couldn't stand their ass. That shit was hard, bro. Each one, like you had to fight. Me and my brother, man, we was struggling.
And then with the Mondo Gecko in the 2012, they used the voice actor of the original Michelangelo as Mondo.
Ah, that's like,
And then Donatello keeps his same voice in 2012 from the original cartoon as well.
oh, speaking of that, did you know in the '90s movie, the pizza dude, voice acted as Michelangelo too.
Yeah, I watched a clip. I never knew until
Yeah,
I watched like a little Watch Mojo type of video or something like that. Yeah.
and you remember at the beginning when they was in the basically the trap little house or whatever with all the teenagers, you hear Michelangelo voice. That's why they didn't show him when they was at the table and all that. And I think Leonardo, he was the one of the young ones with the blonde hair that was getting cigarettes.
Oh dang. Okay. Okay.
And in the taxi driver, he was in the back seat of the taxi driver. I think that's Leo's voice or Leo character.
No, that was Raphael.
Oh, Raphael. No, that was in the backseat of the taxi. The voice,
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
you saying
that
that guy
was.
was okay. Go ahead.
Rob Post.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And they showed the building too. You know where they was at after the April's house got built. Blue caught on fire. They actually showed the house still of the place they went to next, the White House, the White spot they was at.
Okay, the body actor for Michelangelo plays the Domino's pizza guy at the beginning.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yep. I think Leo was one of the teenagers in the beginning.
Yeah, it's Raphael who plays the taxi cab passenger.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Donald is the one who slaps April.
yeah. I'm pretty sure Leo's the blonde hair dude was like menthol or whatever he asked for cigarettes going down the stairs to that little hideout.
All right, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who's got the best turtle man or turtle truck or turtle vehicle on all three shows?
Shit, I gotta go 80s.
The original turtle man.
Man, you see what that shit can do, and then it had the blimp and all that, bruh. You
The
see the
door opens
technology?
with the laser with the
You
projectile.
boy, you see when they slide with Raphael and them on the side? Man,
Hey,
hey,
look.
the 80s had all the cool vehicles.
But what about the Hummer in the next mutation though? That one was no slight either.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know, man. They had the blimp, they had the jet, they had the motorcycle. Cause I had the toy, the motorcycle that could turn into a flying thing, like cause the wheels would spin and all that. Like, man, 80s had some gadgets. Like to me, I don't know. That's hard. I had to go back and see the next mutation and stuff. Like to know they vehicles and all that, but boy, them '80s had no. Cause you like we was talking about merchandise, so they were throwing everything out there in the '80s, and then the communicators. Remember that? They had the turtle cam or
The
com or whatever the
turtle
freak.
count. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also Leonardo's body actor. He appears as a Foot Clan member during Tatsu's standoff against Casey Jones. And he's
That's
the one.
what it was.
Yeah, he has a red bandana, and you see him on Tatsu's right shoulder.
Yeah, he's the one that Tatsu beat up when he got mad when Shredder looked at him and he touched his shoulder. He beat him up and took the mask off.
Oh yeah, and also Kevin Eastman has a cameo in the movie. When
Who
like
was he?
he's the one who drives the garbage truck that air quote kills Shredder.
Oh, so when Casey Jones took him out, or
Yeah, he fell
is that
fell
the
off the building into the
yeah
back of the garbage truck, and Casey went oops and set it to crash Shredder.
yeah? So was Kevin the he was the truck guy before Casey
He
got
was
to
the
there.
garbage truck driver who brought it to that position.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Shellraiser was a train car in that series, but they did have the gadget back in the 80s. Yeah,
Now, I'm still partial to the original Turtle van.
Best TMNT. I'll just put in
yeah.
good.
I thought Leo was the
It
purple
could be the,
dragon guy.
it could always be the same guy there too.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they did multiple roles probably to save budget.
All right. Do y'all want to listen?
Okay, quick question for you guys though.
All right.
What movie did Raphael see in the first movie?
Critters.
Yep.
Yeah, critters. Yeah, and Denner looked like the turtle too. You look at his face, and Denner looked like
Seen that movie
one of
so
the
much, bro. I didn't even have to think.
right.
Okay.
Hey,
What type of bat did Casey have that Shredder Raphael said, I can't believe you paid money for this?
Hold on. Say that again.
The bat that Casey has, Raphael goes, I can't believe you paid money for that bat.
Oh,
Who's bat?
Ralph.
Jose Canseco.
Seiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what Ralph says. Seiko back. Tell me, you didn't pay big money for this. Ooh, and he hit him in the back.
I will
Okay,
say
and
this.
also in the same movie, what did Raphael have to say about cricket?
You got to understand the crump is to be cricket. He said, the guy. he said, I show you. Wow, man, he knocked the brakes. And you know, it was more scenes to that. Did y'all know it was more scenes to that? It's actually Raphael supposed to be the fight scene supposed to be longer, but they cut it. It's supposed to be Raph getting up.
It did last long enough. But what swear word did they use in the movie?
Damn.
Yeah.
But that's really not a bad word.
Yeah, technically.
Because PG at that time was different. It was like almost like PG-13. Because they said that a couple of times. Remember, he said at the beginning when he lost his thigh, he whispered it. He said, "Damn," and then he says it at the sewer. He said, "Damn" again.
And
well, he
then
said it 3 times.
Chasing Casey and runs away.
Yep.
He yells
We was on the rooftop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan cussed out his son too. Danny.
Yeah.
Danny's father.
Yeah.
He said, "Get back here, damn it."
Yeah, get back. And remember, Raph was on the rooftop. He was like, "Damn." He said he doesn't.
Okay, another question from the first movie. How much does Danny take out of April's purse?
$20.
Yeah.
Nice. Y'all beat me on that one.
Do you know that? Remember where they first showed Shredder, and they rolled the little carpet? Did you know that was supposed to be a longer scene of him like on his like Indian style, and they supposed to attack him? The Foot Clan supposed to attack him, but they cut that scene. That was supposed to be a longer scene of him showing his skills of a martial artist.
Mm-hmm.
And the practice scene, the practice when they was in the farm and they practicing, the scene supposed to be longer too.
I know. I watched them. I actually saw the extended scene for it.
Yeah.
But going still with the first movie, what did Michelangelo call Casey when he first saw him?
You said what?
Wayne Gretzky on steroids.
On steroids. He said, "Ooh, who is the babe?"
That's what Casey said.
Yeah. What did he say to piss off April O'Neil when they was at the place? What did he say to piss her off?
Okay, I do not remember that.
You remember? He said, "Do you need help?" He said, "Do you need help?"
Yeah.
Babe, princess. I'm throwing a shot out here.
Princess.
The place
cold here. I'm drowning.
Yeah, I'm drowning.
Okay, in the place where they first, what is the name of the place where they first meet Casey at in the movie, where he shows up to help them fight?
At April's her building, it's her apartment.
Store, it's
it was her shop. Yeah.
What was the name of the shop?
Oh damn.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I remember the shot. I ain't never looked at the dang title of the building.
Hey, I
It
got one
was
for y'all.
called The Second Time Around.
Oh damn.
Oh, really?
That's kind of a clever name. Did you guys
Yeah,
notice? Did you guys notice that on the montage of them working out at the farm that they displayed Michelangelo, but it was Raphael's voice that yelled out Splinter?
Yeah, it was supposed to be
yeah,
Michelangelo on the roof where he was getting more serious.
yeah.
Because there was
But
still
that's why.
scenes of him in the barn actually fighting with a punching bag in that.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying they were trying to hint that his potential of him because remember, Mikey always been goofy. When Splinter
I'm
got
running to the
taken,
restroom. I'll be right back. Y'all can keep it going though.
Uh,
yeah, but when Splinter got taken, he was showing how serious he was getting. Like that was the first time he felt to be serious.
no, the seriousness happened when they got to the farm after Raphael was taken out.
Yeah,
But you know what? I would love to get my hand on those sketches they had April doing in the movie.
yeah, they probably selling that for a few thousand if they
Or
still
even
got it.
just or even just reprints, but on the same type of paper.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, he said they might have used that Shredder Indian style fight scene for so in the last Ronin. They could. I forgot that scene was supposed to be last origin, which makes sense why Casey
Wait,
showed up to help the turtle later. Yeah,
actually, what happened there with this Casey was on the building and saw all the fight going over to the building.
yeah, because he was
Found the building and saw them running over, so that's why he went
yeah,
after them.
yeah, because he noticed Raph on the other side, and that's what he did. I think they got an extra clip of that too. I think it's a longer scene of that. I believe of him on there on the rooftop, and he looks over at Raph. I believe.
No, he would not. He did not see them because he was outside, and they fell through the building into the shop part.
Who?
Like the whole fight where Casey shows up.
Yeah, no, it's a scene. Remember, he's on the stairs and he's looking with the binoculars and he sees Ralph on the other side. That's when the foot start coming. That's when he starts to go over there in the building because
There's
it's binoculars.
some way we could find out.
Yeah, yeah. YouTube. Can you pull up YouTube?
I cannot, but I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at it right now.
Uh, yeah, they showed Michelangelo more fierce in the movie comic adaptation where he was training at the farm. Yeah. Yeah, Michelangelo, that dude. You see in the scene?
Let's see. I can't find it, but I have another idea of what to look for.
Look up Raphael on the rooftop. Uh, Go TMNT '90s movie Raphael on the rooftop. They might show have the scene of that right there. Or you could go to a '90s movie TMNT '90s Casey Jones. It probably show his scenes.
Oh, oh yeah, he sees him on the roof.
Yeah, that's what makes him go over there.
Oh yeah, I see him looking through the binoculars at Raphael on the roof.
Yeah. Which that was a coincidence. Like he was just somehow to be close to the
Yeah, it
area.
was just on the roof of a random building that just happened to be there.
Right. That's what I was saying. It was a coincidence. Like he was so happy to be close by April.
What did I miss?
No, we was
Uh,
talking about when KC seen the rap on the rooftop, and that's how he went over there to the building when they needed help.
yeah, I thought it was Casey saw the foot going by, but he saw Raph on the foot just being pissed off, and then him going over there.
One second.
I mean, at the end of the day, they dinner could have killed Raph on the top of the roof.
Yeah, they didn't want to though.
Yeah. He didn't even use the size either. Like he really didn't even use it. He was playing with him. Thought he could beat him up by himself.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
Yeah.
So could y'all possibly see? Would it have been more dramatic if it was any one of the other turtles that was jumped by the foot soldiers?
No,
It would have been better if it was Leonardo jumped by by them.
You think it
I,
would have been more dramatic?
I don't think
It
so.
would have been closer to the comics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was leading to. That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to throw in there. In the comics, it was Leo that got jumped.
yeah. But why I think it's perfect for Rab because he was more the arrogant one in the movie. He's the one want to be solo. He's the one felt like he didn't need the others, or at least Leo. So
Right.
that build up, it made it feel like it brought them together to realize they both need each other. For Leo is I need to protect my little brother or my brother, and stay close. For Raph is realizing I need my brothers.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean? I can't just be a hothead. Like
in the
for
in the
Raph, he was a
comic,
hothead.
Leo loses his mind being a leader in the comics like more often. That's the crazy part.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like movie wise, I felt like it makes sense because Raph is the
Yeah.
hothead.
Mm-hmm.
Like it made sense. But if they was going that route where Leo is questioning his leadership or anything like that, or not making the right decisions, then I can see a Leo.
But
But
then
movie,
But then also, if
uh,
they weren't going to introduce Casey Jones, if it were going to be a turtle that really adopted the human element and wanted to be human more than anybody, it probably would have
yeah,
been Mikey.
Because in the original cartoon, they had an episode where he took a cookie that turned him human,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and the problem
yeah,
was the cookie was going to explode and kill him.
Oh dang!
yeah. And remember in the third movie, he didn't even want to go back. Him and Raph didn't want to go back in town to their home. They wanted to stay.
Yeah, because that's where they were accepted.
Yeah.
He said, Jonas said, to me, it had to either be Leo or Raph. Leo because of the comics, Raph because him and Leo had a falling out, which made Leo feel guilty.
That's what I'm saying. Like for filming purposes, I think they did the right choice with Leo.
Mhm.
But if you want to go comic, then you would. I mean, you would have picked Leo. But for the feel and emotion, Raph.
Mm.
because it was more not shocking, but it was more like damn, like the hothead, his arrogance got him jumped and then died. So now that's what brings them together because everybody was emotional. Even Leo seeing Raphael in that tub by himself, like damn, I should have been there for him.
Mhm.
I should have, what I mean, I shouldn't have got mad at him and stuff like that.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. Cause Raph gotta learn his lesson sometimes like shit.
You can't always do this by yourself. You want to be alone.
Yeah, yeah, you will be. Even the 2007 movie, Raph always felt like he could do it by himself.
But okay,
Mikey wanted,
but I mean, yeah, I mean,
Mikey wanted,
yeah, I
uh,
can see that. But I mean, but it. I'm gonna have to go with Jonah. I guess agreeing with everybody too. If they were to do Leo amongst the fight and him questioning himself and venturing off and getting whooped, but instead, as a substitute, instead of using Casey Jones, what if Leo gets his ass whooped by Karai and the Foot Clan? Even if they were to do another live action film. And
yeah,
then Raphael finally gets the moment to lead the Turtles because he's always been wanting to be a leader.
yeah,
And
but
the rest of the Turtles, get a chance to go under Raph's leadership. And that's when Raph realizes he's not equipped to, he's not level-headed enough to make those conscious decisions and strategize as much.
They
yeah,
did
that
have the
just been a
original
longer movie.
cartoon.
Yeah, that would just been a longer movie because you
Mhm.
would had to really, like I said, you had to set it up. Because the main thing about the first movie was about Raph.
Mhm.
The first thing was about Raph attitude, doing what he wants. Because every clip, he's leaving, he doing his own thing. Everybody else is having fun. It's Raph that's want to exclude himself from his brothers. So you
Mhm.
set it up already. It's about Raph learning that he needs to be with his brother. Even Splinter was talking to him. Remember, they had that one-on-one talk. He was like, "Don't forget me, and I won't forget you, my son." Like it was really about Raph growing up to learn that he needs a brother. Even though in the sequel he still had that issue of being solo, but the point of it is Raph. If you with your brothers, y'all stronger together
Mhm.
and better together. Yes,
Yep.
Leo need to learn how to be a leader, but you was the one giving him in more trouble than what it is
Mhm.
because you high headed. So
I
I
was
just felt like, huh?
No, go ahead. My fault.
No, no, no. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was just thinking, m- emotionally wise, I felt rad because if you did Leo, I don't think the emotion would have hit so much. Unless, like I said, unless you do it where Leo at the beginning is showing bad leadership during the like at the beginning when they try to save April and all that. Like he did something to mess them up or got Raph's side taken away or just little stuff almost getting them caught, like all that. Like then I'll be like, okay, you building up him not learning how to be a leader. But with Raph, the whole entire movie, he's arrogant. He's by himself. He don't want to be with his brother.
Mhm. It would actually probably take some example. They would need more examples of his leadership to be questioned for
Exactly.
him to break as a character. So
Because the
that,
only one
yeah,
questioning was Rav. Remember, the
yeah,
only person
yeah.
questioning was Rav. So the whole thing is Rav the whole time. Rav is like, I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to. Boom, who made you dad? Who made you Splinter? Who made what I'm saying? He's trying him the
Mhm.
whole
Well,
time.
Jay, I did send you another link about
Okay.
Leonardo quitting the Turtles. Last time on the
Yeah, he
original.
did.
Mhm.
In 2007, he did that. Remember,
Yeah,
in 2007, he
2007.
left. He
Mhm.
left for a couple years and then came back. That's why Raph was mad at him, saying, "We don't need you."
You're talking
Basically, it was
about
like,
Yeah.
you're talking about the TMNT movie.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
remember he left for a
Yeah.
couple years, and April found him to have him come back. And when he finally comes back, Raph was like, "Well, we didn't need you. We don't need you now." And then that's when they had to fight on the rooftop.
Mhm.
But realistically, Leonardo would have won if they're fighting to the death.
Yeah, but he was holding back. That's his brother. He's not about to, go all out. And he knew Raph really had a point on him. He knew Raph was right. Like he shouldn't have left.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
he
Raph would have to be able to get
left
fairly
because
close.
Linda wanted him to do more training to be a leader.
Yeah. And
Oh.
he knew it was his fault.
And with the I guess in particular when with Leo being the person that I think originally went into time travel and went up against all those against Usagi Yojimbo, I think he went up against more trained foes, if I'm not mistaken. I guess if you want to put experience.
Oh, in that movie, that in the series, you had Michelangelo go into a world of superheroes.
Hmm.
Raphael went into a street race or planet races, which I believe was created by Kevin Eastman, I think.
Okay. Okay, here's the link that you sent me. I'm about to put it in here with us.
Jonah was right. He said Mikey wanted to stay because a girl, Raph because he was more accepted, but Leo and Donnie were ready to go. Ready to go. The first movie was more about Raph. Second was Donnie. True. Third was Mikey. And 2007 movie was more about Leo and Raph. Yeah, Leo was doing some training, but he stayed longer to perfect himself. Yeah, he did say. Yep, that's right.
Let's see what they have to say.
Fit to lead anyone.
After losing his confidence in a dream,
Well, Leonardo, what a disastrous leader you turned out to be.
he retired as the team's leader.
I've thought about it, and I must leave.
Raph, Donnie, and Mikey took turns leading,
I guess this makes you the leader now.
but with disastrous results.
A nice leading leader.
Guys, I don't think I want to be leader anymore.
Luckily, Leo got his confidence back.
The whole world's in danger, and all I've thought about is myself. Well, I'm going back.
And the Fab Foursome was back together.
Leonardo! Great timing, compadre! I knew you guys would get into trouble without me.
So now you know if someone asks you, did you know Leo quit the Ninja Turtles?
I'm no
Yeah.
longer fit.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that episode.
All right,
And
y'all.
even though, even the '87, like '80s, rapping them that never had really an issue. They always cool. Like it wasn't until later on you could tell like, oh, they different basically personalities. But really in the '87s, they was all really cool for the most part. Nobody really did anything.
Raph ventured off here and there, but yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Raph was a bit more comical. He was like cool. He was cool. He was again
Yeah.
cool and rude. Whereas in the
Yeah.
Mirage, Raph was just a whole different demon. Real world episodes were episodes Torvik was talking about with Ultimate Draco.
Yeah. What happened there was Draco had sent them all into different worlds. Leonardo ended up with Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh yeah.
And after he was fighting, the big boss was this giant snake. And he said, so what are you going to do against me? You don't have arms. And then the snake kind of just hit him hard and knocked him into a wall. I think Leo just meant point taken.
All right, y'all. I think Donnie in 12. Remember this one? Yeah. Mikey wins that. Mikey won that trial with amongst the rest of the turtles.
Yeah.
Oh, then a trial.
How did you guys feel about oh gosh, why am my mind blowing a freaking blank now? I was just about to say something. Frick. Never mind. that rarely happens. I was about to say something and forgot.
I did that a lot.
Donnie also made a retro mutagen in that series. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He be coming up with some stuff, boy. I don't think he get the love that he deserves to. He almost like the one get outcast a lot.
I think that's why. I think like from 2012 and up, I feel like it's been the age of Donatello, even within the
Mm.
comics. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How did you guys feel? And that's what I was going to say. In this particular series, Donatello really was ashamed and was in. He felt inferior to his brothers because he didn't like the bow staff, and he thought it was a lame weapon. And so he decided to turn his bow staff into like a multi-gadgeted bow.
Uh,
Well, that was in Rise,
and,
wasn't it?
He did it in here. I believe it was here.
and as we supposed to learn the lesson, like nothing was wrong with his staff or something like that. Like with Splinter, when is Splinter trying to teach him something about that? Like not using all depending on your gadget.
Actually,
Or I
I
don't know.
sure, but I just sent you a link to the fight I was talking about, Nike and Splinter.
Okay.
Mm.
If you want, you can send those links in my Discord because that's what I'm doing till I can see them.
Effort.
I got you.
And really, honestly, that bow staff is tight. Long as it's strong. Shoot, you got the length.
But I think I remember I saw this short about the TMNT weapons that this guy kind of broke down why Splinter gave every individual some weapons.
You remember Mikey? They changed his in the '87 to a gadget like a
It
rope.
was the polo
Yeah.
with a grappling
Man,
hook at the end.
yeah,
Mhm.
grab a hook. That shit was stupid. I liked it, but it was stupid for him just for his main weapon.
Tony
Yeah,
said.
that was also when they went in the UK. They went to Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yeah, yeah, because they ain't like the ninjas.
Okay, he said from the Metalhead episode is what Jay Leno was talking about. He created a Metalhead as a robot to fight for him, but he got hacked and had to fight in person with the staff. Yep. Which was kind of ironic considering that in the IDW series, Donatello's soul was put inside of Metalhead after being
Dang.
killed by Bebop.
Okay.
Oh, he was killed. Dang.
Yeah. I wonder if this was maybe they wanted to do something like that but couldn't, so they did it that way.
Yeah, they can't kill a turtle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Get metal or something.
2003 series, Metalhead was actually a different superhero. It
You
You
was
said he
said
was a superhero.
not the Robot Turtle version.
you said in the 3 series Metalhead was something different?
Yeah,
2003 TMNT Metalhead. Let me see if this
yeah,
has
member of the Justice Force who can manipulate his fluid mental hair like Medusa from the Inhumans in Marvel.
Mm. Oh,
uh
Future Donnie from the Archie. Oh, I didn't know that. Metal said that was a gun. God dang, he was packing.
are you talking about Turtlebot?
Well, and,
Chorley?
no, in the series 2003 series, it was Metalhead with a completely different character than the robot.
Are you talking about the rock star with the silver hair? Yep. That's what you're talking about. I found him. Uh-huh. I think it's Turtlepedia.
Yeah.
Turtle TMNTpedia. One of my sources.
That's what he looked like.
In the 2003 series.
He looked like a Dragon Ball Z character, or of a Street Fighter. Was it Brock or
Yeah. Future Donnie with Archie did a okay. Hold on. He said Baxter Stockman also created a robot with Leatherhead that knew the turtle styles, but there was a superhero named Metalhead from the Justice Force.
Yeah. I remember Leatherhead. Leatherhead was crazy.
The Leatherhead. Yeah.
Should have put Toko Razor in 2003.
Oh, they weren't in there as well.
No, they were in
Nah,
the
they wasn't.
2012 though.
Wasn't they in 2012?
Yeah, they had Tokar.
Yeah,
Yeah, Razor. I don't think they had Tokar, but they had Razor.
they did. Razor was the second mutation for Bradford from Dog Pound.
Mm-hmm.
Toko was a giant space turtle. I believe gave Raphael his second turtle after Spike became Slash.
He said SSJ3 Goku Blue. He said Super Saiyan 3 Goku Blue. That's what he looked like. He like Raditz and Goku mixed. With blue hair.
He was a space turtle.
We should do a movie thon of Turtles, Ninja Turtles. Watch all the movies.
Dang near. I mean, before Nickelodeon and Paramount picked all this stuff up, you could watch all these turtle movies for free on YouTube, like the 2002 ones.
Yeah. I watch all of them. Shit, I used to watch it with me and my ex-girlfriend. We both would watch it on YouTube.
I don't know if I like this Tokar. This Toka.
Toka Razor.
That's crazy.
Oh, but here's something cool I actually got at a convention this year.
Oh, that's right.
TMNT. Was that all red? Are those all red bandana?
Yep.
Nice.
Originally, they were selling it for $109, but at the convention, they were selling it for $50 or $49.99.
Dude, I'll tell you what I really want bad, and that is the NECA Rock Star Ninja Turtles from the that concert that VHS you was talking about, Darrell.
Oh yeah, they got the toys of them.
Bruh, look. First off,
show me. I need it.
Cheap. I'm about to show them to you. They're not cheap. I don't think they came out yet because what happens is when you try to get them individually in their boxes,
yeah, it's $100 each.
They auction them off on their website, and then after that they sell them in those bundles as groups, and when they mass produce them.
That's why I'm still waiting because I was telling bro, I was like, I want to get all the Turtles movies action figure from SH Figurettes. So I want to get. I already got the first movie of the Turtles. I just got to get Secret of the Ooze and 3 Ninja Turtles, and then I want the accessories and not everything. Like, but that's a lot of money, man. And then everything was like $100.
The collection would be awesome.
Yeah.
But one thing, John Level Fox is technically kind of wrong because Razor is not the Chuck Norris parody.
They had an actual Chuck Norris parody, or unless that same dude mutated, but he mutated into Razor, didn't he?
Yeah, his name was originally he was Bradford, then he got mutated into Dog Pound, then got mutated again into Razor.
I guess so.
However, he's technically not the Chuck Norris parody.
You are so technical, Torvik. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I like the man. Hey, technically correct.
Hey, those toys look tight. I hope it comes with the guitar and stuff.
Bro, they do. What do you mean?
I need all the accessories.
The future Jonathan
okay, here they go right here.
The staff that was a gun, or the staff that shot out a laser as it didn't have the gun handle. It was still just a staff that shot lasers out.
Yeah.
So they're going to come in a complete 4 set. These bad boys will probably be like 180 or 200, probably.
Nah, it'll be like 253. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get those, man. I want those, and they gotta come with Splinter and Shredder in April. They gotta do it. They gotta come with others.
Hear about the new Turtle comic that's coming out?
Turtle
What?
There's a new Turtle crossover comic coming out.
It already came out last week. The crossover for Saturday Morning 13.
No.
Are you talking about figurine crossover?
No, a new comic book crossover they're doing.
With who?
He-Man.
Oh, I didn't know the comic came out. I know the figurines came out.
No, the comic is coming out.
Okay.
How that's gonna make sense?
I'm about to say,
well,
isn't He-Man? Isn't everybody in He-Man like honestly stronger than all the turtles?
I know.
In the strength ratio, they're like God.
Right, Jonah, He-Man, all people. They already did Power Rangers. They did Batman and them. They did every man.
I'm not a fan of the figurines, but I understand for collective purposes.
Oh, I'm actually the store has series 2 on hold for me. They haven't got the first series in yet.
Okay. I don't like the Power Rangers one.
That for the He-Man Turtle figures.
They doing too much now. I don't like the Power Rangers ones. I don't.
I thought they could have. I thought NECA should have got a hold of the Power Ranger Ninja Turtle figurines. I didn't.
My complaint about that is how that Raphael as a red Power Ranger and not Leonardo.
Well, because of their colors.
Yeah, going by the weapons wise though, Leonardo should have been red. Raphael should have been blue. Because the Blue Ranger had the size.
Well, in that standard, Donatello will be blue because he does the gadgets.
No,
going by doing the Mighty Morphin. Oh, you going by weapons? Okay.
I mean, to keep it.
Yeah, well, like for
the best concept they had from that Power Rangers crossover was the Shredder being the Green Ranger.
In the sequel.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but it comes from He-Man and Eternia. He-Man really is the only only one that has the enhanced strength.
Oh.
But the characters like Fisto has a really strong fist that can pretty much punch walls and whatnot.
Yeah, but how would you get the turtles with He-Man unless they're going back to town with that thing, with that scepter?
Same way they ended up in that in Usagi's realm.
Or the same way He-Man ended up in the DC universe. Yeah, they actually had He-Man stab and kill Superman.
Yeah, Leo's considered the first Blue Ranger to be the leader. Yup. I mean, shit, they already had the Pink Ranger being the leader in Power Rangers, so the Blue Ranger could be. And they had the White. Yeah. So
honestly, I wouldn't agree with Lino being considered the first Blue Ranger to be leader. The only reason he wasn't the Red Ranger is because Raphael won the Red Ranger for the color.
And they color, yeah, but he's saying consider because Leo is the blue, so he'll technically be the Blue Ranger. They're going by colors of they bandana, even though Mikey would then be left out because what color he'll be black.
I gotta look.
No, wait. Sorry, no. What? No, it was a Yellow Ranger who had the size.
Yeah, she had the daggers. She had the daggers, so Raph would have been the one with the daggers. Donnie would have been blue. Leo would have been red. Mikey, shit, he would have been nothing because none of them.
They had Mikey be the Yellow Ranger.
Mikey was yellow and Donnie was black. Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Reds had the power sword. The Black Ranger had the axe. Donnie would be the Blue Ranger because he had the lance,
Yeah.
and Yellow Ranger had a pair of yellow sharp blade daggers that actually do kind of look like size.
But still,
Yeah.
the best figurine was Shredder.
Yeah. Because they not going by weapons or they whatever. They're going by bandanas and stuff. But yeah, definitely Shredder for being evil and all that, and Green Ranger was evil, so it makes sense. April was pink,
One
which
thing
makes sense.
though
Pink.
is I wouldn't
Yeah.
really consider the Turtles to be Power Rangers, as they're just borrowing the coins. Like the Rangers without the coins were still considered the Power Rangers.
I mean, they had powers, yeah.
All right. Big question. How do you guys feel about the Tales of TMNT that's about to be released on was it this August on T on
Oh, they coming out with the tails?
hold on. You did not know?
I
Wait,
didn't know.
Tales of the TMNT, the new cartoon coming out?
No, it's a video game.
No, it's a cartoon coming out from
It's
Mutant
a
Mayhem.
cartoon. I thought the
Oh,
Tails
that
series was
one,
like a video
yeah.
game. Oh.
I'm somewhat looking forward to it.
So are they basing it after the movie that came out?
Yeah, it's a continuation of the movie that's also getting a second series.
Yeah, it deserves it. I ain't gonna watch the I need to watch it.
One thing though, I'm not a fan of Jackie Chan voicing Splinter.
It didn't suit well. I agree with you. I wasn't crazy about hearing it that
Like
part.
I did hear just his voice as Splinter.
Yeah.
I really would have liked if they continued with the I guess the three-dimensional cell shade that they had in
I
the
have to
movie.
say,
If they had
one
it on
thing about
yeah.
one thing about the movie, despite like I'm not a fan of April being black in the series, but I also didn't like the look they gave her.
I agree.
But again, all the
We're
humans
accustomed
look
to
kind of
April
ugly.
actually being like a more attractive woman. She's a little out of shape,
I mean,
kind of a
I,
lame at that time around. So I could see how
I
they.
mean, she could grow up to that though. Like we don't know what her transformation might be. She might be the what you call it like that, but should as she get older in college or something like that, she form into a beautiful woman.
Yeah, well, they're still in
I mean
high school.
that
Because
I mean that's what I'm saying. They're gonna
this is
grow.
get
Well,
people
in this one
pretty
as
good
well
here.
as April being a kid.
Mhm.
You
In
said
the
what?
like in the in the next movie Mutant Mayhem. Like, what do you think about April being a kid?
Yeah, but I'm saying like if they
That
do
is different. I
more.
mean, I wasn't a crazy fan of it. So I'm like, so then they're all meeting each other at a very young age. But I guess you know what? At the end of the day, it's like how many times they're going to recycle this story to us.
Yeah,
So
but they're gonna grow it. So you do it young like the MCU just so they can get older.
mhm.
So maybe the first three films they still young teenagers, and then later on they get older or something like that, or at least April and they'll get older
I can see that.
because we don't know how many films they trying to do with this. Especially with it being like animation, they can do a whole lot of movies and take their time with it or whatever like that. So they might not just do a trilogy. They probably do more than that, depending on how popular it stays. Especially to help us the Spider-Man universe.
Mhm.
They said they are all 15, but they look 13 from their looks. Yeah, so they 15. That means they can get April at least, and they can get older
Yeah.
or look older.
But then I guess I mean hopefully we get some sequels out of it though. I
Oh yeah, we definitely.
I'll say this though. I personally I try my best not to bash the turtles that much because Turtles is a franchise that actually could not exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could literally shut the Turtles down and just not use them no more. That's way
Yeah.
different than Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you think so?
I mean, this happened before. A network's
But
dropped
I mean, you can't.
before.
I don't think we could really say that when they were still creating like comics and merch and stuff like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like movie wise, probably it'll slow down, but they still had stuff like the merchandise and that was keeping them afloat. Something was keeping them afloat because then they would have been gone.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it was something that would keep going to keep them alive. You know what I mean? Like hell, MCU had that time until Blade came out, and then they boom, there we got all these movies and stuff. So
Mhm.
sometimes it take that little spark with
Okay.
TMNT, and with TMNT is always kids being born. There's always a refreshing with these turtles that they can revamp and all that and be creative. It just depends on the writing and the storytelling they want to take with it.
And it also looks like that Eastman's direction he's doing with IDW and I mean with Mirage, he's
Mhm.
allowing other minds to expand and all these different series to go ahead of it. So the Turtle whole franchise itself is a complete corporation at this point.
Yeah, but then he sell his rights. We don't got no say in it no more.
Did Kevin completely? Okay, but
I mean, when you sell your rights, you out.
he
I
sold it.
believe.
He sold it to Peter, and then what?
Yeah, Kevin
Then
Eastman
So it's
sold
all
the rights to Peter. Peter sold the rights to Nickelodeon besides the comic books. And now Kevin Eastman is more involved in the comic books than Peter Lard is.
Okay.
so Kevin's back on the comics.
Yeah, he's been. Well, I don't think Kevin ever left the comics.
Also, the other IP stuff he
Well,
left.
in
He
the
so
comics, there are a lot of covers of him, his artwork on the covers.
Mhm. Okay,
okay, that's good. Because I'm about to say, don't ever sell the stuff that you created, help create.
that's your baby
'Cause,
right there.
yeah, that's your baby. I don't give a what how bad it gets. Like that, at the end of the day, that's yours.
That's
Like
hey,
y'all both worked hard on it.
that's why I think Peter got mad because every time he develops his story and he wants to go his direction, the network shut him
Yeah,
down. And I think he was just like, you know what? Fine. If I can't do
yeah,
that,
yeah. Sometimes he might need to fund himself. If you make it all them millions and billions, whatever, you could then fund it yourself. Just get a right director, producer, and all that.
yeah,
Shit, you better
they
do it
might.
yourself.
I say it's, I imagine they probably got to a certain point of distribution, but at the end of the day, these guys wanted to get the merchandising and stuff done, and with that Viacom deal,
Yeah,
they pretty much leased the rights off of their characters to these you know what I mean, to these
yeah,
companies.
yeah, yeah. Because I don't think the first '90s movie was that expensive to make.
That
So
was
shoot,
the cool thing about that was Golden Harvest was the main studio that grabbed them, and I think New Line distributed, but Golden Harvest it was a Golden Harvest film, and Golden Harvest did like a lot of martial arts movies.
hmm that's what they need to talk to. Some of Japan martial art action
That's
hell, even
that's
John Wick.
that's who they
John
need to
Wick,
be in cahoots with. Did John
right?
Woo do the? Yeah, John Woo might have did the fighting choreography for John Wick, but that's who they need to talk to.
Yeah. The dude that did the Matrix did the fight and did the stunts and all that.
Mm.
So whoever was with Keanu Reeves in Matrix, they the ones did that John Wick. Like that's the people you want to talk to. Or hell, just go to Japan, Tokyo, and do a real authentic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there.
Oh man, if they was willing to go that far and put that in the hands of them, we might get that from Last Ronin. We never
Shit.
know. That's an element we haven't
Right.
seen. We have seen an Americanized version of the turtle story.
Right.
What you mean
Or
an Americanized version? They're completely American.
They are okay. So I say that I say that to say that Yamada Yoshi
hmm
and those characters
in
derive
Japan.
from a Japan heritage. So if we were to get a stronger element of that, in with it also being included with their martial arts and the Foot Clan deriving from that too, touching bases with that, I mean, there's a lot of Asian people that have adapted American culture.
Right.
I'm sorry. In the original cartoon, after Shredder sticks a blade and points his back of his uniform so he can't bend over, and he's trying to, when he pulls the knife out, the guy says, "Throw the bum out."
I didn't say not speak American. I was saying in these the fighting choreography. I think Darrell was also trying
A
to
new story. Yeah, like new story. Because remember, they hinted in the third movie that they was in Japan. Basically, they was there. They been there. So they've been there. Baby, they I mean, and I can't even say the word.
Well,
But
they visited
you know, in the
their
past,
grandfather.
yes,
Shredder's master was who they visited. That young kid Yoshi was in scene.
yeah. So remember, they had the pictures of the artwork of the turtles back in the day. So
Copper.
if you go to Japan and actually do that history like that form, that could be a new story. How was they created back in those times and like that in Japan? If there was like a creative take, I think that'd be dope. Like a full Japan thing, like how they did Batman and Joker and Samurai, like they did the Samurai movie.
Yeah.
Take turtles back in Japan.
Basically, it looks like that we should want that'd be an anime more than live action if they want to go.
They've done a turtle anime already.
If they want to, well, I haven't seen a true like adult themed a TMNT
Yeah, turtle. Yeah,
adaptation yet. So when you go in that direction, that's when you can get your alterations from the franchise that you're thinking of. I definitely have my popcorn ready for something like that.
yeah. Even if they do live action, just get the goddamn costumes again. It should be that dang hard. Maybe a little bit more money, but just put some fans in the costume. Then you ain't gotta be that.
At that point, then we just got to be looking for fan films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I see some dope turtle costumes that look good. Like they should be in movies. Those like them Turtles Entertainment company that be doing the turtles. They stuff look good. Like they could be in a movie. Actually, it's the dude that did Red Ranger versus Leonardo. That costume look good. That Leonardo that was on Bat in the Sun or whatever.
But guys, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be heading out as it's now 11 for me.
No problem.
Yeah.
I was about to say I can cue this up for a little bit of an outro. What was you about to say? Well, thanks Torvik for joining us tonight.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. My stomach's rumbling anyway, but I'm gonna
right.
Let me see what we can do here. Cue up my my outro.
Kevin worked on the IDW comics at the start, but he's doing other things. Is constantly.
Yeah, he also he's done like other comic covers, like one for The Thing.
Oh, this is dope. At least you keep writing and doing stuff.
Cue this up for us.
Good discussion, though.
Oh yeah. Anytime I can sit down and talk about turtles with other people that like turtles, I am in like nerd heaven.
This is probably the first time I really had turtles discussion with other people. And normally people don't. They like it, they like it, but they don't like it like how I like it, or they don't be into the turtles like that.
I mean, amongst fandom ships, Turtles is popular, but you don't really run to that many. It's not that often.
Yeah.
Even when I go to stores. I agree.
People grew up out of them.
Really, I think that's what it is.
But you know what? I love the IDW. Just seeing that picture of Mikey Reminds me of the time he told Splinter, I think, to shut up. And then you have Splinter and Mikey fight, and Mikey giving as good as he got.
Hell yeah. I'm about to throw this in here, guys.
No, so he says screw you to Splinter.
Crazy. Anything I want to include before I turn this outro and end the stream?
No, I'm good. It was fun.
Hey, hit that like button for me. I definitely want to increase my algorithm for TMNT. I click on it a lot, but I definitely want to suggest this to, more turtle people out there. All right.